We had a serious wind event last night. Still pretty windy, but it's nothing like it was last night. There's branches down everywhere. Branches were hitting my house all night long. These trees were just rocking and rolling. I felt so tiny. I tell you, when the wind blows, it blows hard up here. And there's currently, let's see, there's 3 or 4 fires going on. One got put out that's about a mile down the road. Power lines down. You hear my generator off in the distance here. Still no power. Oh, mountain living. You gotta love it. It took me a whole day to get all this stuff cleaned up. The driveway, the back patio, everywhere you look. The roofs were covered, big branches down everywhere. And I did get around to doing a little bit of milling last week, which I'll show you at the end of this video. As you can see, I've got a nice little pile of wood over here. Got redwood and red cedar. You know, for the last 6 months, there's been a danger banner all the way around here. And I couldn't quite figure it out. I thought it was a crime scene or something. So I decided to come over here and check this out. And I think you're going to find this really interesting. There is a bay tree here that has been recognized as a dangerous situation. The whole tree is cracked at the base, and it is leaning on that big sycamore there. Probably a really dangerous place to be standing right now. But the fact that somebody has come along and chopped into it, they're trying to determine if there's sound wood or rotten wood, because they're trying to decide on how dangerous this is. And honestly, it doesn't take an arborist to look at this and say this is totally out of control. This is so dangerous. This thing is ready to go. And as you can see up there, all of that is going to go down this way and very likely fall on the road. So I'm a little bit perplexed by the reason why this isn't on the ground yet. Why didn't the city or whoever owns this property or whoever has put up this danger sign here say it's got to go? So putting up ribbons to keep people out of here is really, it's basically they're just covering their ass. But see, they've had somebody come out here and look at this and chop and chop and chop. Look at it from this side. It's separating down here. It's separating all the way up over here and all the way up and through. So it's hard to tell, but if you look all the way up there, it's on the sycamore right there, and that is very likely keeping this from going much further. It's also holding up on the back side of this portion of the bay, so it's hung up over there. So it really is a ticking time bomb. I call this negligence when it's recognized and they don't take care of it. I don't know. Some people. Well, I got the sawmill out last weekend, my Lucas mill. It's a circular sawmill. It's got a pretty good sized blade on it. It cuts both horizontal and vertical. It's called a swing blade mill. And I had a redwood log that I decided to get out and test it on. I've got a job coming up in a few weeks here that I'm going to be doing another big redwood on site. So I wanted to get the sawmill out and get it all checked out and make sure it's not got any problems. And it was running pretty good. This is the adjuster for how wide you want the cut to make. Because I'm doing 2x4s, I'm going 2 wide and I'll go 4 deep. And that's the depth on the whole carriage. So the whole carriage is going to go down. I can either go 2 wide, 4 deep, or 4 wide, 2 deep, depending upon the grain. There's that log all milled up. I got 35 14-foot 2x4s, and got a project in mind for this. Later on this summer, I want to build a small cabin on the property. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that.